So this is the dream of the last shaker. We stream into the meeting house through two doors, like twin cords in the same braid. I love the men, all of them lined up like God's long finger. The sun attends everything equally. The wood, the bend of her white muslin sleeve, the outstretched arm of the apocalypse. Take hold of my shoulder and shake me awake. It's good I have that one memorized because I can barely see up here right now. Which is my greatest fear when I read. I am too vain to take my contacts out, and they really don't help in dim light, so in very fine font. So bear with me if I lose my place. This next one is the song of the last shaker. I'm going to do a little interpretive dance move here for this one. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, plain. I skate across the lake on a bone-made blade. My spine is an arrow, a leg of his chair. My nose straight and narrow, and long as my hair. My body's for bruising, my heart is her sky. I train my breath upwards, I practice, I die. And then moving into much earthier poems, I'm going to do two. One I don't read very often, and oh god, the context just shifted and everything has gone wildly blurry. Terrifying. So this is a poem that I know Michael likes. It's called Keys, and I don't read it very often. So I'm reading it for Michael, which when you hear it is going to sound super creepy. It's a pretty dark poem. So, you know, I mean this in the best way that I'm dedicating to Michael right now. Keys. The blue box van was filled with keys. Your brother was a locksmith then, but he never broke into me. His wife won 10 grand in the lottery and took a trip back to Japan, while the blue box van was filled with keys. His days were short and dark and free. He broke into houses again and again, but he never broke into me. The alcohol was called a disease, but they looked away too much back when the blue box van was filled with keys. His arms were tattooed when he was at sea. A panther, a dragon, 3 anchors and pen. He never broke into me. I saw my fear and a shadow's teeth, though I only half knew the dangers of men. The blue box van was filled with keys, but he never broke into me. And now for a lighter poem. This is a poem, I also like this poem because I grew up in the Detroit suburbs, and so I spent a fair amount of time going across the Ambassador Bridge to Windsor, which I thought was very sophisticated because the Queen was on the money and things were in French. And, you know, I realized that it might not be the most sophisticated city in Canada, but compared to Berkeley, Michigan, it seemed really fancy. So this was a roller rink that I went to when I was a kid called the Ambassador Roller Rink, and fond memories. So this poem is called Don't Look. It's like when you eat sour candy, how the sugar-coated acid twists your tongue into a knot. At the Ambassador Roller Rink, no one would slow skate with me. A boy rolled over to you during the power ballad, and I turned into a pillar of salt. No, that's wrong. I mean, I felt a lot like a sand dune, or like that baby food jar a family member filled with volcanic ash. I asked the DJ to help me prove I knew the secret moves for transforming my body into 4 different letters. Y. Raise your hands to the sky. M. Touch your shoulders like a mountain range. C. Pull your belly toward the door. A. Place your palms over your head and pray. He said no. He said, we don't play that song. I said, oh. I said, wait, hold on. I am changing into someone completely different and better. Thank you very much.